right. What up? What up? IOBA. My name is TC. This is the Awareness Channel. So the other day, I think it was 4 or 5 African presidents came to DC to meet with Donald Trump. Uh, and I don't know why they would do that. I wouldn't have went um, after I saw the way he did the South African president when he came there. I wouldn't have went. I would have declined the invitation. I would have not gone. But he went and he was speaking to one of the presidents. I believe it was of Liberia. And he asked the man, he said, like, you speak English so beautifully. Where did you go to school? He was so condescending and spoke down to the man so blatantly until I don't know why he didn't just get up and leave. I would have got up and left. I think all of them, all 4 of them, should have got up and left. Should have got up, walked right out the White House. Because I don't know if you've ever had anybody speak to you like that, in that tone, where they're amazed and surprised that you got 2 brain cells to rub together. I don't know if you ever had anybody speak to you like that, but it kind of it really irritates the shit out of me. And it used to happen all the time, especially when I was at work. You could be at a place 10, 15 years doing all kinds of amazing things and setting all kinds of production records and coming up with new processes and ways to do shit within the plant, within the business, within the company. You could come up with all kinds of new innovative ways to do things, and they still think in their head that you are less intelligent than they are, and they haven't come up with anything. They haven't done anything outside of their little job description, and they don't even do that very well. Tell you something. When you walking around inside an establishment, right, and you doing your job every day, and you black like me, just know that's what they think of you. I don't care what your accomplishments are, that's what they think of you. They think that you are less, just by default, less intelligent than they are. And by they, I mean your white bosses, just so we clear. They think that you are less intelligent no matter what you do. Don't ever go in a place thinking that, if I, outproduce everybody, if I do twice the work, I'm going to get, promoted or whatever. No. You can get promoted, but it'll be because of some other reason. Because there's always some asshole along the way who thinks that by virtue of your skin color, nothing else, your skin color, that you cannot be put in a certain position in a leadership role. You can't. You know what I mean? And now it's even worse. It's even worse because they are, getting rid of so-called DEI. And after they get done with DEI, they're going to come up with another excuse to try to purge black people from the workplace or try to keep us at a certain level. You dig me? You got presidents of whole countries, heads of state, and them fuckers in Washington, the white folks in Washington think that somebody is ignorant as Donald Trump and who else he got? Christy Nome and motherfucking any of Pam Bondi, any of them idiots are just superior by nature because they're white. He think he got right now, Donald Trump, thinks that he has the best of the best surrounding him. All he got is a bunch of sycophants and useful idiots who know nothing about nothing. Their staff actually runs the show. Their assistants, their clerks, you know what I mean, their foot soldiers, those are the ones that run the show. All of them dialed up bimbos that he got running departments, they don't know shit. And the guy in the Secretary of Defense, whom I haven't heard from in a couple of days, he's somewhere getting drunk. And these are the people who they think are the best of the best. And the head of state can come in from a black nation somewhere and get talked down to like he barely made it through elementary school. And I'm surprised that you can speak English so well. I remember Ronald Reagan, I believe it was. Ronald Reagan was also a racist piece of shit like that. He really was. So was. You know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say almost all of the U.S. presidents were racist pieces of shit. Some more than others. Some more than others. And the one you got in the White House now is, to me, the worst of all. In my lifetime. Well, I'm not going to say worst of all. He's right up there with Ronald Reagan, which is pretty fucking bad. And you get, like I said, if I was one of those African leaders, first I wouldn't have taken the invitation after I saw what he did with the president of South Africa. I believe his name is Ramaphosa. After what I saw him do to that man, and the way he talked to that man, put up the fake ass videos and all that shit, and told him that there were white folks in South Africa being genocided and all of that bullshit, because that's all it was. And then after seeing that, you come to the United States for your dose of abuse? No. Those African leaders that showed up, that wasn't a good look. You should have got up and walked the fuck out of there. Because just the way he talked to that man, he thinks of y'all the same way. Just the way he talked to that president, I think it was Liberia. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was Liberia. The same way he talked to him, he thinks of y'all the same way. And when Donald Trump was reading his prepared statement, he sounded like a goddamn fourth grader trying to read a book report. He was the dumbest motherfucker in the room. But because he white, he don't have to be smart. All he got to be is white. That's where we at right now. I had on my channel some people from the continent. I think some of them got mad at me because I got a few. I had a few people, unsubscribe. But that's okay. But people from the continent that listen to my videos, these white folks over here don't give a fuck about any of us. Any of us. If your skin is the color of mine, they already got a preconceived notion about you. They will sleep with your women. Oh, don't get it twisted. All them white boys fantasize about is sleeping with a black woman, Donald Trump included. But as far as you and me and any of our records, we are all considered less than them. We are all considered less than them. They blinded by their ignorance and their prejudice and their racism. Because those are three different things. They blinded by their ignorance, their racism, and their prejudice. Blinded by it. It makes them stupid. You know what I mean? And so, if you expect to get anything other than condescension from them people, then you're sadly mistaken. Any other African leader that's seen any of these interviews or listened to any of this, don't come to the United States and sit down with Donald Trump. Don't try to make no deal with the devil. Don't do it. And if you know, like I know, you'll get their military bases out your country, because they ain't there to do nothing but take. And then and the military part of it is to guard the shit that they take. That's all they're there for. You dig me? Foreign aid. As far as foreign aid goes, listen, man. It's like when a drug dealer keep a junkie dependent on him. It is. It's like a drug dealer keeping a junkie dependent on him. That's all it is. It's like a welfare mother waiting on the government to send her a check. No, she don't do nothing on her own. She don't get up and do nothing on her own. And it could be a white mother. It could be a black mother. It's mostly white folks using that system anyway. But the point is this. As long as you're dependent on other people for help, you ain't going to get up and do for yourself and make it happen yourself and make better deals for yourself. If you got something that the government of the United States and the Western powers needs, if you got something that they need, then you got to charge them a premium for it. You got to they got to have fair market prices on it. You can't let them come in there and rob you for pennies on the dollar and then come bring you to Washington, D.C. and have you beg for crumbs off their table while they talk down to you. You can't do that. You cannot do that. You know what I'm saying? That's hustling backwards. That's crazy. So like I said before, if any of my African brothers from whatever country you in happen to stumble across this video, share it. Let them people know. Them white folks don't give a fuck about you. They think that you have the intelligence of, they think that you don't have the intelligence that God gave a fucking billy goat. You're an anomaly. You know, and it's on display every time they talk to you. Do a quick Google search of racist things said and done by modern American presidents. You ain't got to go all the way back to Harry Truman, and he was a piece of shit too. You ain't got to go all the way back to him. By modern American presidents, and see what they really think of the African continent, its people, and its leaders. And you're going to see what I'm saying is true. Don't be dependent on these people. Because, man, listen. In the past, 6-7 months since he's been president, look how much lying and flip-flopping and shit he's done. And how many times he's changed his mind and told you one thing and did something else. Look how many times Donald Trump has done that. And then you come over here hoping that he's going to be honest and fair with you. I'm going to go off track for a second. I'm going to go off track just for a second. There's a big war going on between two European countries, Russia and Ukraine. You know why Russia and Ukraine fighting? Because the United States told a big-ass lie to the Russians. And the Russian Prime Minister ain't having it. It's as simple as that. And then Trump come in and think he can just come in and tell them boys what to do. I'm going to take them in the room and I'm going to say, you do this and you do that and y'all stop fighting. And they're like, fuck you. You don't tell us what to do. You can't even keep your shit together. You can't even keep your pecker in your pants, and you gonna tell us about diplomacy. You see what I'm saying? But back to the Africans. Y'all got some great leaders. Some young men. There's a young man up in Burkina Faso that's a great man. And the people who work with him are also great men. Y'all need to take a lesson from them. Y'all got, first things first, push the military bases out your country. You know what I mean? And then nationalize your natural resources, because y'all getting ripped off hand over fist. And then stop accepting money from these motherfuckers. Oh, and then cut off the French. Can't forget that part. Cut the French off. Get out of bed with the French. And however long it takes is however long it takes. That young brother in Burkina Faso and Mali and in Niger, they did it quickly. So that means y'all can do it quickly. If you set your mind to it. Y'all got scholars and thinkers and economists and scientists in your country too to make that shit happen. So make it happen. I mean, you don't have anything to lose, because they got you living, they got your villages anyway, living with no electricity, no paved roads, no water and sewage systems. They got y'all living like that now. What else can they do to you? In your villages, I mean. Y'all got the people power. Stop leaving, turn around, and fix what you have. That's my message. Now, I might lose a subscriber or two because of this, but it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Anyway, that's it for now, y'all. I'm not going to quit just yet. I'll just put this message out there one more time. Do not let any white person talk, any person, especially a white person from the United States, a white politician from the United States, talk to you in that condescending manner. The next time some shit like that happen, all y'all should get up and walk out. All y'all should get, I don't give a fuck if it's 20 countries in there. Everybody should get up. If you talk greasy to one, you talk greasy to everybody. You should get up and you should walk out. Thanks for coming by and listening to me talk my shit. And hit the subscribe button on your way out. And hit the like button and share the video, because I'm trying to get this one to who needs to hear it. TC, and I'm out. Peace.